background color to gray. I always use gray. You can use any color, you can use blue, but yeah, I'm just gonna use gray right now for this tutorial. So background color of gray. Yeah, give them a margin just to make everything look nice. We need spacing between the different flex items. We'll give them 5px. We don't need too much space between them, so we set a padding. The space between the text in the boxes and the main box itself and the border, so we're going to set that to 5px too. 5px, yeah. Okay, what else do we need? I think we're covering everything down, so I'm just save this and run it and see what we've got at the moment. Okay, so we've got our border. This is going to be our parent box, so now we need to create our flex items. As you can see, they haven't appeared yet. Let's go back to the code. I've set the background color to gray. I've set the margins. I've set the padding. Sorry. So yeah, gonna check why they aren't working. Oh, let's just see what happens when we do that. Oh, I'm making mistakes here. Come on. Okay, so now we can see our 3 different boxes. All right, our 2 different boxes here. So yeah, let's go ahead and add flex properties now. As you can see, we haven't added any flex properties to the flex items. So the beginning, I said these are going to be some of the properties that we're going to be using. We're going to be using all of them here, but there's more. But these are the ones that we're going to be using here for this tutorial. So let's go ahead and use them. But we're going to be using shorthand forms of the main properties just to make it easier, of course. So we'll go ahead. .sec1. We're going to have to give it an order. Give it an order to shorthand property for flex order. Just give it order. We set it to 1. Set it to 1 and to give it a width. Just give it a basic width here, 100px width. So we're gonna give our flex shorthand property for flex grow. Yep, our flex shorthand property is gonna be for our flex grow, our flex shrink, and flex basic. So we're just gonna cram them all up into one flex, into a shorthand property, and just list them out like that. So it makes everything easier. So these are gonna be our flex grow. So for now, I'm just gonna give them 0, flex grow 0, flex shrink 0, flex base is just auto. So the grow and the shrink are gonna be growing and shrinking based on the width that I've set. So yeah, just go ahead and ctrl-d that, just copy it. I get lazy sometimes, so it's just good to be quick if you're walking. Yeah, let's go ahead. So set it to 3. I'm gonna set this one to order 2. Set this one here to order 3, and we've got 100, 100, 100. So yeah, so let's see what happens now. So you see, I've given them widths now, 100, 100, 100, but there's space here. So I'm just gonna test something out now. Yeah. So you can see the main parent container here isn't shrinking. So I think what I've got to do it here now. So what I've got to do is set, instead of a width, a fixed width here, I'm just gonna set a maximum width to allow it to then shrink when the browser's width gets decreased. Just go ahead and save that here. Just refresh it and let's see whether it's shrinking. Yeah, you can see it going now. Yeah, you can see it's just wrapping. It's not shrinking because I've set the shrink to 0, and it's not growing because the items are not growing into the box because I've set the growing to 0, and they're definitely not shrinking. They're just wrapping over. Yeah, because I've set it here for them to wrap. So to make them shrink before they eventually wrap, we can come here and set okay, before setting the shrink, let's set the grow here. So I'm gonna make the first one grow more than the second one. The second one is gonna grow more than this one, but less than the first one. Alright, so we're just gonna set this one to 3. That is the grow, the flex grow, meaning how the ability for the box to grow inside the parent container. So we set this one to 2, and then we set this one to 1. So we're expecting that this first one here is gonna grow. It's gonna have a larger width than this one. This one is gonna have a larger width than this. Okay. So just refresh that, so you can see that actually grown. But if you notice in the way that they've grown here, you can see sex 1, which I've given a flex grow of 3 is actually longer in width, has a larger width than sex 2, and sex 2 has a larger width than sex 3. So you can see that here. So that's all based on the flex grow. So let's try to see if they're gonna shrink now. Our shrink values are still at 0, so let's just see. Let's just see. So you can see they're shrinking back to their normal size, but they eventually wrap over. So how we're gonna make him shrink is we're gonna set our flex shrink, so we can just give them, we can just make them shrink all at the same rate. So we're just gonna make them shrink at the same width. So it's gonna shrink like that. So it is based on the width and the height, not only the width, but width and the height also. Yeah. So let's see. So you can see them shrinking, they're all just cramping there. Yeah, because I've set it to wrap, so they always wrap on browser. But if I come here and set them to no wrap, they're just gonna squeeze every ounce of space that that they have. They're just gonna squeeze through it, and they're never gonna wrap. So if I just do that, oh wait, they should be squeezing. Yeah, I've said, yeah, it's because of the width, because of the height that I've set here. I set a height of 100 pixels here. Yeah, they should be squeezing in, but they're just wrapping. Yeah, they're squeezing a bit, but they're wrapping. I think that's because of the fixed width, because I give them a fixed width and not a fixed height. So that's why. Yeah, they're not shrinking. But so now we're just gonna mess around with the flex order here, and we're gonna make section 1 come in last. So that's just gonna show you how the flex order works here. Set it to last. I haven't saved it. Just go and save that. So now we refresh the page, so you can actually see now section 3 is first and section 1 is actually last now. That's based on the flex order. That's how the flex order works. So yeah, you can actually see section 3, section 1 has grown larger than this. But if I go ahead here and set the flex grow to 1 here, to give them both 1 and section 2 to 2, you're gonna see section 2 is actually gonna grow in width more than the other 2 sections. So you can actually see them. Sect 3 here is set to grow of 1 here. Sect 1 is set to grow of 1, and Sect 2 is actually longer than them in width. That's because of the flex grow. So yeah, that's just the basic properties of the flex. Go ahead and practice these basic properties first, so later on you can then go ahead to practice the other properties, such as the align items and many more. I can't think of them right now. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've learned something from it, and feel free to list your comments. I'm always open to learning new things, so if you have something to share, go ahead and share it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video, and yeah, please subscribe to my video, help it grow, and yeah, thank you very much for